Rishi Sunak and the present government go on and on opining about artificial intelligence, and of course Rishi Sunak summoned an international conference about this. He should have been summoning an international conference about migration. Instead, it was about artificial intelligence, and he didn't really get very far except to endorse the ridiculous posturing of Michelle Donnelly, and that was built in turn on her predecessor's work. And the problem, Nadine Dorries, the problem with with legislating against artificial intelligence is it doesn't work. And we think we're in the beginning of artificial intelligence, that artificial intelligence isn't really yet here, but it's not true. And over in Israel, or Gaza particularly, artificial intelligence is the backbone of the Israeli campaign in Gaza. It's a piece of software called Lavender. And 6 Israeli intelligence officers, all of whom have served in the war in the Gaza Strip, and have first-hand experience of using this AI tool to generate targets for assassination. Lavender identifies those people who are supposed to be activists and agents for Hamas, and sort of pinpoints them, effectively targets them. They then become a legitimate military target. That's it. It's done by AI. It's done by this machine called Lavender. Even low-ranking targets. These are potential bombing targets. And during the early stages of the war, the army gave approval for Lavender's kill lists, and there was no attempt to thoroughly check, double-check, to source these AI decisions. This was a rubber stamp by a computer AI machine. And, it authorized death. It authorizes death. I don't know whether it's still functioning. I suspect it probably is. But that is the future of AI. And it takes these decisions about who is not a legitimate target, and it doesn't mind, it doesn't worry about collateral damage. So I think the Lavender machine. There is another machine called the Gospel, apparently. These two machines are functioning. This is AI in practice. And Rishi Sunak is behind the times. And whether Russia has similar machines and similar plans, this is about generating targets, generating death in an automatic way. So in the past, a human target would refer to a senior military operative who could then, for example, legitimately, according to the Israeli Defense Force booklet, who could legitimately be taken out even in their private home, even if there were civilians around. Now, that decision has been taken by a machine. That is very, very worrying. And it's spearheaded by the emotional experience of seeing 1,200 plus people killed and 240 people abducted by the Hamas terrorist event. But it's AI which has identified the Hamas military wing as human targets, regardless of their rank or military importance. This changes everything. This means that the war in Gaza is not just about a siege. It's not just about Netanyahu grabbing onto power, holding onto power so that he doesn't end up in court. It's also about the first instance of AI used on the battlefield as a routine tool, and specifically as a way of identifying and targeting potential victims.